Shalom, family. I want to read a little bit out of Exodus 20. Talk about some stuff. Exodus 27. You do not bring the name of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to naught. For Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to naught. Remember the Sabbath day to set it apart. 6 days you labor and shall do all your work. But the seventh day is a Sabbath of Yahuwah, your Elohim. You do not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your sojourner who is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore Yahuwah blessed the Sabbath day and set it apart. When it comes to the Sabbath of Yahuwah, we're not supposed to gather. We're not supposed to go do all these things. We're supposed to rest. It's what he commanded. Just rest. Stay home and rest. You need to rest. Your body needs to rest. You don't need to go gather with all your friends on the Sabbath in honor of Yahuwah. He didn't tell you to go gather. He said you rest. You set the seventh day apart for a day of rest. So all you people who go to church, let's look at church. Those people who claim, well, the Sabbath is Sunday, which is the first day of the week, by the way. They go to church. They go to the potlucks. They go to the after-service lunch with everybody. They go do all these things. It's not what Yahuwah told you to do. You pay a pastor to come and preach on the day of rest. He's literally working when he's told to go rest. You think that's okay? Think about that. Think about that. He said, set the seventh day apart for a day of rest. For in 6 days he created everything, and on the seventh he rested. He didn't keep doing, he stopped. And that's what resting means. You stop. Stop doing and rest. I don't understand why there's so much confusion in this. It's very simple. When you go back to his word and you read what he has commanded and do as he commanded. We don't gather on the Sabbath. We don't preach sermons on the Sabbath. We don't do all these things on the Sabbath. It is just a day of rest. So when people are telling you, oh, we got to go to church, we got to do this, we got to do that, they're not listening to the Father. That's not what he said to do. And so if you're a pastor out there collecting a paycheck, you're doing the opposite of what he said to do. You're sinning against his word. That's what sin is. Disobeying what the Father has said is sin. And he told you, rest on the seventh day. Don't go to church. You rest. It's not that hard, people. It's not that hard. And when you really get into Father's Word, you learn. You study this stuff enough, you're going to learn. He hates churches. There's not a church one out there that he favors. Not one of them. There's not one organized religion on this earth that he favors. They all sin in his eyes. All of them. Whether it be Christian, Jewish, Islamic, all of them. They are all sinning against his word. They're not honoring what he has said to do. None of them. It's the whole point of being set apart in Yahuwah. We set ourselves apart from the world. We don't do as the world does. The world gathers on these days. We don't. We don't do as the world does. We do as Yahuwah commanded. And he said, you rest on that Sabbath day. You know? And I know everybody like, well, let's jump over here into Leviticus. That's fine. You can jump into Leviticus. But I'm looking at these right here in Exodus 20. Those commandments he laid out in stone. That's what you got to go to. Remember the Sabbath day to set it apart. 6 days you labor and shall do all your work. But the 7th day is a Sabbath of Yahuwah, your Elohim. You do not do any work. It's work to drive your vehicle to church. It's work to get up and get dressed to go to church. It's work to produce a meal to take to the potluck. You're literally doing the opposite of what he said to do. And again, if you're a pastor going and working on the Sabbath day, what you consider the Sabbath day, you're going against his word. You're going against his commandments. Make it make sense. You would rather go collect a paycheck on the Sabbath day than honor his word? How disgusting of you. That is gross. Absolutely appalling. So, when the people are trying to get you to gather with them on the Sabbath day, you take them back over here to Exodus. Exodus 20, 8, 9, 10. He tells you exactly what he expects of you on the Sabbath day. You rest. You take the day off. You rest. Don't go do all your laundry. It can wait. Don't go do all this stuff. It can wait. Set that day apart as a day of rest. If you don't get that day of rest, it's going to cause you to get mental. You need to stop. You need to rest. For your mind and body, rest is a requirement. And if you're not going to rest, you're going to cause yourself to go into overdrive and stress yourself out. He doesn't want you stressed out on this stuff. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. It's not of importance. What's important is obeying what he said to do. And he said, you sit down, shut up, and rest. You sit down, shut up, and rest. Not hard. Not hard. So, don't let these people deceive you and say, oh, we can gather on the Sabbath in honor of you. He did not tell you to gather on the Sabbath. He told you take the day off and rest, just as he rested on the 7th day. Yeah. So, family.